So Jujutsu Infinite update again. This time we're actually going to be featuring like a really cool curse technique, and this is going to be Thunder God. Now I'm going to be showcasing it inside this main game server because I wasn't able to roll it. Now it's not published to like the actual test realm, so I'll be showcasing it on some of the NPCs, but this curse technique does kind of have a lot to it, so just I'm gonna need you to listen to me when I just explain it or list off all the features of it, because it does take a lot. So to start off, this curse technique is a special grade. It's Kashimo's curse technique, and it's basically just the ability to like manipulate lightning, and it's all based off Kashimo, and it's also very cool. Alright, we might as well get started off with the first skill. So the first skill for this curse technique is going to be Thunder God, turn up the volume. Now if you look on the left hand side of my screen, I do have a volume meter, and what this skill does is basically charge up your volume. So it looks like this, and he also are like screaming while you're doing it too. But as you can see, it like charged up my meter by a very small percentage. Now this meter, it is going to change a lot of your skills. It changes a lot. So the thing that you want to do with this curse technique is to kind of just use this meter or use Thunder God turn up the volume whenever it's off cooldown. It has a very short cooldown for this exact reason. I'll also just showcase all the skills and then I'll go back and do like each variant of it. But the second skill is going to be Thunder God Dispel. Now you do need your meter at a certain like requirement to be able to use this skill, and this is what it looks like. It essentially just shoots out an electric orb. That's really all it is. And then if you try to use that skill without any meter, it's not going to let you, because you do need to build up electricity to be able to use the skill. And I'll actually show you right here. Yeah. It says not enough volume to perform Dispelled variant. Now for the third skill, this is going to be Thunder God Energized Sprint. So you can charge this one, and as you can see, the AoE just gets a lot larger. Or actually, let me just check it out over here on one of these NPCs, because I'm pretty sure that a dash and sprint would be doing the dash and sprint. So this is your third skill, Energized Sprint. And yeah, it kind of just does like a kick up inside the air and kind of hits the NPC. Now, I do want you to keep in mind, each skill does have variants with Dispel. I'm just going to be showcasing other skills first. Now, the fourth skill is going to be Thunder God Lightning Reflex. Now, this skill, it enhances your reflexes, and it also can be a counter attack. And it does have a variant with Dispel too. So I'm just going to use Thunder God Reflex, and then the NPC is going to hit me. Yeah, it kind of sucks on its own. I'll try to use it again. So what that skill is actually supposed to do, if you use it without the Dispel variant, it essentially just enhances your dodging speed. So if I was to use this, it would basically just give me like a boost in dodging, even though it does like make you stand still. It's kind of buggy, but yeah, that skill essentially just enhances your dodges. Now for the fifth skill of this curse technique, it's going to be Thunder God Sonic Speed. Now what this skill does, it blitz enemies at sonic speed, and it builds volume meter. And when you're inside your Mythical Beast Amber, it also becomes a wide range lightning storm. So I'm just going to show it to you right here. Now this skill is actually pretty good because it builds your volume meter. It's another way to get it besides having to, you know, use charge up or your amp basically. But it actually builds up your meter a good amount too, and it's a combo extender. This curse technique in general is just really made for PvP. So I'll get black flashes and I'll actually show you what the maximum looks like. I mean, you probably have an idea if you've read or watched, or not even watched, if you read JJK, but yeah, this maximum is very good. All right, so I charged up my meter a good amount too, because Mythical Beast Amber is essentially just going to be buffing every single skill with different ult variants. I'm just going to show you what it looks like for now, and then I'm going to go through every single ult variant in a section part of the video. But Mythical Beast Amber looks like this. Yeah, you become like a very electrically charged person. You literally just get like the Kashimo outfit. It's honestly really cool. They even add like the own little cutscene for it. And I'm gonna see what this mode does. Yeah, if you look at my volume meter, and even me as a person himself, I'm just really electrically charged. And yeah, this form is just super good. Pretty sure that my volume meter just becomes maxed the whole entire time. Use Thunder God Dispel. Yeah, like all of these skills just become amped up to the maximum. It is honestly like it's an insane curse technique. Like if you use this curse technique, you should use this form because it makes your skills 50 million times better. All right, and now for the main thing, the domain expansion for this curse technique. Now keep in mind, this is all completely original because it never had one before. But yeah, you get this domain expansion and a super cool cutscene as well. So this is domain expansion Rajin. Now, just from the looks of it, I think you can tell what it's based on. It's an electric type domain, and here's what it does. So it traps foes inside a stormy domain and it applies to super electrified, and this effect basically reduces block. And any move that is affected by Dispel smites everything inside. So I'm just gonna use Dispel here, and as you can see, it took like a good amount of my meter, but if I just like charge it up again, I'm gonna show you it with like a Dispel variant. But this domain expansion is pretty nice. Like visual wise, I think that they deliver on like every single domain expansion. But I'm gonna use Thunder God turn up the volume, and I'm gonna use the Dispel variant. And you briefly saw it, but it did drop a lightning bolt that did 1000 damage. So basically what you want to do with this curse technique is to essentially have everything, or have as much volume as you can, and use like the Dispel variants of all of your curse techniques. So now I'm actually going to show you every single alt variant for the skills, and this will probably be the main part because Dispel basically affects every single skill inside your kit. Same with Mythical Beast Amber. Now another thing that I actually do want to show you before I go into alt variants is that depending on the amount of people that you hit with some of your skills that charge up your abilities, you actually get a lot more volume for it as well. Now I'll show you here, all these NPCs, I use turn up the volume, and my volume meter is 100% basically. Alright, and now I'm going to start showing off all the alt variants. I'm going to start with the Dispel variants first. So there's going to be two variants. There's going to be the Dispel variant, and there's going to be the Mythical Beast Amber variant. Now, for the Dispel variants, this is only going to change your Thunder God turn up the volume and your Thunder God lightning reflex. Along with that, your Dispel variant also changes your domain expansion by making every single move inside just cause smite. So I'll show you the Dispel variant with turn up the volume first. So if you use the turn up the volume, you're going to notice that your Thunder God Dispel actually does become like a cyanish color. So I'm going to use it, and if I press X with that, it drops a Thunderbolt on top of them. And it does a good amount of damage. It's actually really nice if you just want to like do damage while also charging, but it's not something that I would totally rely on. And now I'm going to show you the Thunder God Lightning Reflex Dispel variant. Now, when you use this variant, what it's going to do for you, it's going to make it so that you get a counter attack, or you also teleport to the target when charged with the spell. So I'm just going to show you the counter attack variant first. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to press X. Oh, okay, maybe because I was taking damage, it didn't work out. Alright, so this is it with the Dispel variant and X. Yeah, it made me teleport to them, and it did like a thunder drop kick kind of thing. I'm not sure if that was a teleport or counter attack, but even still, I don't think that skill is really worth it with this spell. I mean, it could probably work out if somebody's gonna like snipe you with something and you just want to like, you know, counter attack them, but it's pretty mid. And now for the final Dispel variant, this one is going to be mainly focused on your domain expansion. Now, all it does is it makes your Dispel variant skills, being turn up the volume and lightning reflex, actually smite everything inside your domain expansion. So I'm going to use domain expansion Rajin right here, and once I'm inside this domain expansion, I'm going to use Thunder God turn up the volume Dispel variant, and you'll see that every single NPC gets smited. Alright, so this is like the main effect of your domain expansion. I use Thunder God turn up the volume, I use Dispel, and they just get smited. And if I was to do it with lightning reflex, which I'm going to just now, you'll also see that they will getting smited as well. So this is it with lightning reflex, and I think they got smited. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this is what your domain expansion does for your Dispel variants. Now the next side of your first technique that's going to have variants is going to be your Mythical Beast Amber variants for your skills, and I feel like this variant side is going to be a lot better because it's actually mainly focused on your skills that you're going to be using to like do damage and everything. So to start off, the first skill that's actually going to have a different variant when you use Mythical Beast Amber is going to be Thunder God Dispel. Now, I feel like I've been saying Dispel a lot, but I'm going to go inside Maximum Beast Amber, and I'm going to use Dispel. So what this does for Dispel is it makes it like a frontal roar. So if I press X, I mean, my screen kind of got flashbang, but it just basically had a huge roar AoE. Now, it's honestly pretty good, and on top of that, your volume meter doesn't really go down inside this form. Plus you're super buff. I'm gonna show you it again. So here's the Thunder God Dispel. Yeah, it does like a lightning roar that just kind of pushes them back a little bit. It's kind of lackluster to me. It doesn't do a lot of damage too, but I guess the point of it is to just like, I don't know, chip them or combo extend. And the next skill that actually changes in your Mythical Beast Amber form is going to be Thunder God Energized Sprint. And when you're inside this mode and you use Thunder God Sprint, it essentially just makes your charge time shorter. So I'm going to use Thunder God Sprint. And as you saw just now, it literally just made my charge time damn near instant. I'm going to show you it again. But yeah, I literally held C for like 2 seconds and every single NPC was just tagged with that. So let me show you it again. I'm holding C. Look at that. That is damn near instant. That ability is actually really good. All right, and your final skill that's going to actually change inside Mythical Beast Amber is going to be Sonic Speed Blitz. Now, what you do with this when in Mythical Beast Amber is it becomes a wide range lightning storm. So you can kind of see that the skill even is like going purple. So I'm just gonna use it right here, and like you're still dragging them, and when you let go, you do like a huge lightning storm at the end. And this is inside Mythical Beast Amber. Keep in mind, this also just makes you run super fast. Like this, I'm telling you, this mode is very good. Very good. Honestly, a very good curse technique. But yeah, I'll just show you it again so you get like a sense of the speed. This thing is fast. And keep in mind, this is dragging your opponents and giving you a combo extender as well. Like, it's just honestly insane. Now, in your domain expansion, Mythical Beast Amber doesn't really change anything. But if you do pop this inside domain expansion and you just like start spamming all your skills, basically, you most likely kill the person that you're fighting. This is definitely a curse technique that's more orientated towards PvP, and it makes sense because Kashimo himself is definitely a person who would rather fight players or people than fighting cursed spirits. Overall though, this curse technique is very good. The main point of it, I can assume, is to just like stun your opponent while also being able to do nice and fast combos. So to be honest, the main thing that you want to do with this curse technique is to just make sure that you're using turn up the volume as much as you can. The main purpose of this curse technique is to really just be like fast and do a lot of combos. Like, I mean, you have different variants with your skills. I feel like Thunder God Reflex is like a little lackluster. I mean, actually, I take that back because it's honestly just like a really good counter attack. You have this as like a little thunderball, and that shock effect, keep in mind, like it just makes it that the person can't really rock. And that electrified shock effect, whatever was just now on the NPCs, it reduces block and it actually increases chip damage. So anytime that you have that effect kind of on the enemy or person that you're fighting, it's just going to be annoying them. Honestly, this curse technique is definitely worthy of a special grade. It's one of those PvP special grade curse techniques. In general, this curse technique is also just super cool because Kashimo is a super cool person. If you have any comments or like confusion about this curse technique, feel free to comment it and let me know. To be honest, even while recording this, it's like it has a lot of moving parts to the curse technique. So I hope I explained it or showcased it in a way that makes it easier for you to understand. But yeah, if you have any comments of anything with the curse technique, just drop it down below and I'll actually be able to answer them for you. But besides that, do I recommend that you spin for this curse technique? Yeah, it's honestly super cool. And thank you for watching. I still do appreciate the support. And if you did enjoy this video, or if it helped you, or if it even just showcased the curse technique to you, feel free to like and subscribe because that would also greatly help me. And yeah, have a nice day.